Hi guys, Cameron here. We've got another one of these kind of hobby vlog roundup things that I'm going to be doing, the monthly vlog roundups of everything that I've been painting over the course of the last month or so. It's been a month since I released my last one of these, and there's certainly been a lot of things that I've finished painting. You will see them all coming along. Last vlog I kind of gave my predictions of what I'll be doing, and kind of those have some come through, some not. One of the things I said was my Sons of Medusa, my Space Marine chapter that I do, was going to be kind of finished off, and that's right, I've now got 2,000 points of that completely painted. There is an army showcase up on my YouTube channel, so you can kind of click on the wee little image that'll hopefully pop around someplace, maybe not, might just be in a title card up there, who knows. It's on my channel, you can go find it. Certainly it'll be simple enough. Mentioned that I might do some Warcry, specifically Skaven or Stormcast Eternals. Nope, didn't do any of that, none at all. Same with Kroot, didn't do that at all. Although what I did manage to do was I managed to finish Thorn's Company, all 4 sets of them. So that was 2 of the plastic Goblin Town ones, one's a commission for that and one was my own. Don't have videos of my commission one for this, although there is again an army showcase for actually all 4 of them up on the channel just now. So there's the 2 Goblin Town, there's the Barrels Out of Bond, and then there is the Ravenhill Forge World set for them. They're all absolutely fantastic. There's about 3-minute videos for each of them. Go check them out, it'd be really much appreciated. One of the other things I said I'd do is finish a Fangorn army, because I have a tournament coming up in, I think it's 11 days from just now. I have not finished that exactly, but what I have done is I've got most of my ents done. I've also got Gandalf the White, who is allying in there, and then what we have left to do is Treebeard. So he is base coated, shaded and dry brushed up. His bait is also done, so it's now just picking out the details and his beard on that. And then what I then still have to do is both sets of Merry and Pippins, so they are sprayed, and on their base that is foot, and then we also have mounted for Treebeard as well. Now they will be done, they will be coming in next month's hobby vlog roundup, along with a couple of other bits and bobs. No Curse City this month, but Curse City's my commissions, I've got 7 of them, 7 sets of Curse City. They will all have to be finished off by this month. My deadline for them, for my clients, is the 24th of July. So you will see, probably it'll just be a table shot rather than the rotating, but you'll certainly have them to look forward to. But yes, let's jump into the models, and I will see you in a second, explain what I've done. So here we go. This is the first of my Sons of Medusa. Like I said earlier, I finished 2,000 points of these, and this is the Hellblaster squad of them. So these guys, and as with the majority of the army, kind of only really needed their bases kind of touched up. Other than that, pretty much everything was finished. Wee little touch-ups around it, but absolutely fantastic. I can't remember if I said last hobby vlog, but these were just done very simple kind of skill. Wasn't too hard, quick, easy, dirty, enough that I could get 2,000 points on the table. That's all it was. It was a challenge, and I managed to complete it. So you'll see just these guys here. And as I said, Sons of Medusa, they are part of the Iron Hands. They don't like flesh, so they try and take the kind of body parts off. You'll see that in these next guys that we were just about to go on to. So here we go. This is one of the next squads. So these are actually the infiltrators. This is actually 2 parts of 2 squads. One of the squads was already pretty much fully done, and then this was the last little bit. So you'll see that I've got a sergeant, 2 normal in cursors, and then I've got 2 that have the Narcissiums, or however you pronounce it, kind of mini apothecaries. Now these are actually conversions, because GW don't sell them in the normal box. So all I did was take the comm specialist and attach a wee little aerial onto his wee little hand thing, and that is now classed as my Narcissium. I've also given them a white shoulder badge with the black chapter badge, as you can see, rather than the green on white, green and white. So yeah, these are another one, just very quick showing them off, and we will go on to the next. Then here we have one of the Reaver squads. This is just another quick, dirty. They have got the grapple hooks. I thought they looked cool. I really like the helmets, the skulls. It kind of fits nicely with my aesthetic that I've got going on, especially with the full white helmets as well. I've kind of given them all grapple hooks just so they're one full squad. I've got another squad that are very similar to this, and I've got a couple of Reavers. My army was based off Phobos. You'll see that's a running theme, and you can see that from these next guys just here. This is then one of my other Reaver squads, and this one I've actually done a little bit of conversion to. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy, but these guys have embraced the flesh is weak part of the kind of chapter, and you can see that all of them have got little bits of more mechanical parts, where that's just a forearm, that's taken from the Mechanicus kit, or one of the kind of fancier daggers and hands, and again that's taken from the Mechanicum. Very quick, very simple. These guys have the jump packs, as you can see, or the grav shoots, sorry, as they're actually called. Again, I've got another couple of squads of Reavers similar to these. It was just to flesh them out and have more Phobos armor as possible. Here we then go on to one of the characters, and there'll be a couple of characters showing up here again. This is, again, very quick, very simple. This guy is one of the not Phobos armors. I just thought I'd show him off. He's very cool, and I like him, so thought I'd let you see him. Managed to finish him off this time. Quick, dirty, simple. And here again is another one that is not Phobos armor. I just thought I'd let these play out so you can see them. They are wonderful models, and I do think I could have done more to them, but I enjoyed painting them for the quick and simple aspects. So I thought I'd leave it at the kind of simplest form of it. And here we're going back into the more Phobos armor side of it. This is actually a Phobos Lieutenant, which I have attached a grav chute onto because they can take that as an extra kind of bit of equipment. The smoke done with contrast, the rest of it very similar to the way that I have done the previous guys. I have taken a little bit more time with this, but that's just purely because I wanted to. It was nice, longer, and good to kind of show off the way that I wanted everything to actually kind of look. Then go into one of the Phobos armor lieutenants that I made. So this is actually a conversion from Incursor. I just thought the throwing dagger was awfully nice, and all I needed to do was put on a bigger helmet, which is a comm specialist helmet, to give him that little bit more kind of bulk to him, as well as the 40mm base. It's just one of these nice things that you can do with various kits, and kind of shows off how good they are. Then go on to one of the standard bearers. This is your guy from your Dark Imperium. Again, quick, simple, nice to show off. It's not exactly the banner that I would have liked, but he is an ancient, kind of what you expect. I would love to write Medusa across that kind of bit of parchment on the banner, but I don't feel my freehand is really that good, so I've left it what it is. I like it, it works, it does its duty. Then now we actually go on to some of the vehicles. So yes, you can see the white of my light box around the outside. Everything's filmed in this, but the bigger the model, the more light box I have to show, unfortunately. So this is my quick and easy speedy transport. It's definitely not painted to the standard that I normally would paint. You can see that kind of all over it, but on the tabletop, from the 3 feet apart that you are from it normally, you can kind of understand why it's like this. This is completely interchangeable though. All the parts can get put on and off depending on what weapons or loadout I would like it to do, so I just like it. Again, the base was the thing that needed to be finished off with this one, apart from a few couple touch-ups, but yeah, it looks good, I think. I like the quick and simple aspects of this. And then we go on to what I think is the last Sons of Medusa bit that I have for this time, and this is one of the Invictor warsuits, but this is a conversion that I've done. So he actually has the Dread Knight arms attached to him. I had them just lying around, and I've attached the gun into both hands. It looks a little janky, I know, I could have done better, but I was working with a very limited bits box of what I had with me. And this was what I managed to pull off. I loved the game Titanfall, and I kind of feel that the hands being this position is almost a homage to it. It certainly brings me back to the days of that, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. Again, just very quick, simple, nothing fancy in this scheme at all,
but it works perfectly and it looks good. So here we go, this is kind of on to the meat of what I was wanting to do this month. This is the beginning of the Fangorn stuff that you'll be seeing. We've got Gandalf the White here, who's obviously allied in, but is very thematic to the army. These were an absolute cracking set of models to do. I thoroughly enjoyed them. There's a lot of whites in this and trying to differentiate whites from each other, and that was kind of the struggle with this model. Its pose is absolutely fantastic, the dynamicness of it, but trying to get these different whites in different places were really, really challenging at points. You can see here that I've actually opted for creams over whites. I kind of felt that that was nicer to distinguish the difference. I'm not able to do 12 different shades of white, so trying to do cloak, undercloak, beard, Shadowfax's mane, all those sorts of things I knew I would struggle with if I had just gone for like everything being white. So I think I did a good job with this. I really like the model and how it came out. I think it's an absolute cracker of a photo, or kind of a video. You can't tell the difference between Shadowfax's mane and Gandalf's cloak particularly well on this, but in person it's absolutely fantastic. And I suppose if you go into the Two Powers list, Two Powers tournament down in Lincoln in July 2021, you can see this in person. By all means, come up, say hello. I know that COVID will potentially prevent that, but hopefully you can see it from afar, and you can always go on my Instagram to check these out. We then have some of the Warlord Games World War II Germans. This is kind of rounding off and finishing a squad of kind of normal German Nazis that we've got going for World War II. These are great to paint, really enjoy them. These are actually a commission. The client has asked me to leave the bases black, so that's why they are. Otherwise I would be basing them on some mud and throwing in some mud over their boots and that sort of stuff, but this is how the client has asked for them to be. Really enjoy doing these. I've got a load more to paint. I think it was 150 in total the guys commissioned me to paint, so it's certainly going to be a big project and something that continues going. I am planning on kind of bashing through all these after Cursed City is finished, so you will be seeing hopefully a lot more of these in July's video. But I've got another squad of them just here. This is 6 more of them, different squad. These guys are the ones that have got the ponchos on. Very similar, very easy, kind of the camouflage is just the same as I was doing on the other guys' helmets. It's quick, it's simple, but the client is very happy with them, and like I say, you'll be seeing a lot more of these. And then we're probably going to do a little bit of a quick fire round here. We have got Thorn's Company. On here you can see 3 out of the 4 sets that I have done over this month. As I said, I completely forgot to take video of the 4th set. So here we've got a plastic set, we've got a Forge World set, and we've got one of the resin barrels out of Bond set. These, again, based on Generation Shift bases, apart from the barrels, they are done using Green Stuff World's UV resin. Shout out to them and thank you very much for the stuff for it. It is absolutely wonderful to have these done. I now have 3 sets of them myself, and a client has got a set that he is very happy with. It's absolutely wonderful, and I've got lots more of these to show you. So this is the next set. So this is Beaufort and one of the other dwarves. To be fair, I don't know who is who in this set. It's going to be a real struggle for me when I actually come to play them. I'll figure it out and it won't be too bad. But yes, we've got another 6 here, 3 of each. You'll see them just spinning around again, base the same, painted the same. It's just those different poses that I wanted. Do actually have another pose of Beaufort, and he'll be coming up in a wee minute. You'll see him. It's a bit more of a fun one, but we have got some more from these guys. And this is then Balin and I think Biffer. Balin, absolutely fantastic. Those greens really enjoyed painting, and Biffer actually painting him with the slight purple tinge to him. It was nice to distinguish between the two of them and kind of the rest of the hobbits actually, rest of the dwarves. It just takes them out there. Again, wonderful models. I've actually got more of these that I will be using for Chariot in at some point, a nice wee conversion. I'll be doing the Champion's Chariot along with hopefully some Goat Riders. So keep an eye out for them. And then obviously last but by no means least, we have got Bilbo and Thorin. So we have got an extra Thorin thrown in here. This is from the Thorin versus Azog from the Forge World set, the character series. I've got all the characters from the character series. I really enjoy them, but I hadn't managed to actually paint up Thorin. And here you can see we have got 4 different weapons now. We've got the Oaken Shield, we've got a sword, and we have got Orcrist along with him in a barrel, of course, with his wheel ore. Wonderful models. I've got another Bilbo to paint up with my Smaug model and the Warhammer World exclusive one. So we'll see what goes on. It is just gonna have to keep on going. But yeah, it's absolutely wonderful, and I will show you this Beaufort model that's a little bit funny right now. And here we go. So this is Beaufort on Stumpy. I know, slightly different, a little bit funny. I didn't buy this model for Beaufort, don't worry. I didn't spend 80 odd quid just for another Beaufort. This is actually for my Azog's Legion, which, if I remember correctly, there is an army showcase on my channel. You can check that out. But you get the Beaufort model with this, so I thought, along with the rest of them, I might as well actually start building him and painting him up. And here we go. Yes, that kind of concludes Thorin's company, luckily enough for me and for everyone else. This one that I've got here is a little bit different. This was painted to a battle ready standard, so very quick, very simple, and this was done for actually my school club. For those of you who don't know, in my, I'll say my spare time, but my actual daytime job, I'm a learning support worker and I run the local Warhammer club there at the school. So this one was done, a couple of paints, very basic, and I thought I'd show it off because it is a model that I've managed to finish today. This also goes along with the coin that you get from GW, and that's why I did it. But yes, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I thought I'd let you see it because it does count towards my final model count of the year. And then we come back into my Fangorn and into my actual Ent. So this is Quick Beam, one of my kind of heroes of the army. It's great, he's a little bit faster, absolutely fantastic model. Definitely wonderful model to build and paint from Forge World, very quick, very simple, but I thought I'd show him off. Next up we have what I'm calling Beachbone, because Forge World, or GW in general, haven't released a model for him, so let's look at him. There we go, so we have got Beachbone up, or just a normal Ent, depending on what I want to run him as. I thought it was a very nice model. Again, these are generation shift bases, and this is all done pretty much via the medium of dry brushing, and then the leaves are just a little bit layered over the top of it. Absolutely wonderful, very quick, very simple, very effective. This is one of the plastic Ents. I probably will be getting another one just to kind of flesh out the army, and the joyous thing is these can be made in a variety of ways, including different faces, and the branches can be put differently. So it's a good thing he will not be the same as the other. And then we have got the metal Ent here from Games Workshop originally. This was a really nice one to do actually. It was really quick, really simple. Again, it's just these dry brushing, simple techniques to get done and on the tabletop, and then once again supported by the generation shift bases. And then last but not least for my Fangorn army here is an old Treebeard that I have given an afro to. This is a very good conversion, I think. It sticks out very kind of loads, as you can see from the camera. It's just something fun. Whether it gets fielded or not, I don't know, but I thought I'd throw it in here because it was something I finished this month and I thought it was awfully nice. And then last but not least, we have got the 3 trolls from The Hobbit. These are my terrain versions of them. These are not the ones I will be gaming with. What I've done here is I've tried to give them a stone effect and then put some moss over them. Each of them slightly different, as you will see, and it's just something fun and a little extra. My plan for them is to actually use these for when the original ones die. So what I will do is when they get killed on the battlefield, I will replace them with these stone ones, and it'll become like a little bit of extra terrain that is there that you didn't have before, so you've got to learn to navigate around that. I must say these were quite a good little wee project. It took me less than a day to do, awfully quick, mainly dry brushing. The hardest parts was getting the texture paint on them to crack and that sort of stuff, but really, really good models, absolutely fantastic, and I will be picking up a set that are then going to be made into the real ones. Hopefully you will see them next time. But yeah, I thought it was quite nice and a good wee project for me to do.
So there we go. That is the hobby vlog roundup for this month of June. Everything that I've completely finished painting all the way up to today, which is the 28th of June. Still got a couple of days, but I'm not going to count them in these. They will roll over onto July's just so I can have kind of a finished off point for this vlog. So yeah, lots of Sons of Medusa, lots of Ents, lots more Warlord Games Germans. That is what I've managed to do this month. But next month, what I'm hoping to do is, well, I'll have all my Cursed City, so there'll be 7 sets of Cursed City that you will see. Probably won't be on a rotating table because that'll take me way too long to film. So it'll just be like a table shot of that. So it'll be that. Might be some terrain. I am in the process of building a 4x4 so I can game at my house. What else are we going to have? Well, we're going to have the finish of the Fangorn army for this tournament. There'll also be some Minas Tirith that I'm painting up for a commission for someone else who is going to that tournament as well. So there's going to be 4 Minas Tirith guys randomly thrown in there. Other than that, I'm going to again say Kroot and Skaven. Hopefully we can pull some of them out of our backsides. I'm also tempted to start the Ogre tribe for Warcry as well. There is 6 models I think I have in my warband, so I'm tempted, but I've got to buy them. I might do the Underworld's warband, and that would then kind of give me the start. That would certainly be a good shout, but we will see. But yeah, thanks guys for joining in. Check out the army showcases for all the models that I've done. The Fangorn ones aren't up yet, but that's because I haven't finished the army. That'll certainly be popping up soon enough. And the Trolls do not have an army showcase either because I actually need to get the real models for them, the ones that will be skin coloured and whatnot, not the stone ones. No, I really appreciate it. Check out my Instagram and Facebook, and please hit the subscribe button, like the videos, comments. You'll see a load of people doing that as we go on. I try and engage with everyone in here, but I really appreciate it. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.